Okay, so good day. I am teacher Conrad. I will be your teacher in science and I will be your teacher for the whole year in grade 1. Okay, you can call me teacher Conrad or teacher. Okay, as long as you're comfortable with anything you do, you can call me anything that you want me to call me. Okay, so our lesson today is all about naming your body parts and their functions. If we say body parts, this includes now the different organs in your body, the different systems in your body, and if we say functions, the things that they do for our body. That is now the meaning of the word functions. Okay? So one question before we will start. Can you give me one body parts of your body or one body part of your body? Okay, we have eyes, nose, mouth, lips, ears, hands, fingers, head, hair, and others. Okay, so very good, well done. Okay, so before we will start, I would like you to sing and do the action of this song. Do you know the song My Toes, My Knees? Do you know? Okay, if you know, then you can follow the action song. You can follow the actions. And of course, you can sing at home. Okay, let's start. Stand up. I know that you are seated for a long period of time. Okay, so can we stand up and we will do an exercise and we will dance and sing. Okay,
My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. We all clap hands together. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. We all clap hands together. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. We all clap hands together. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. My toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. We all clap hands
okay, very good. What an amazing performance. What a beautiful dance. Good job. Okay, so that is now my toes, my knees. Okay, so before we start, can you give me the body parts or parts of the body that is mentioned in the song? Okay, we have. Okay, very good. My toes. Very good. So, toes is spelled as T-O-E-S. Toes. Okay, what else? We have the knee. This one. We have your knee. Okay, knee is spelled as K-N-E-E. Knee. Okay, what else? We have, what do we call this one? Shoulders. Okay, very good. We have shoulders. Okay, shoulders is spelled as S-H-O-U-L-D-E-R. Shoulders. Okay, that is the spelling of the word shoulders. Now, let's proceed to the last part, which is mentioned in that song. We have the, okay, very good. What we call this one? Okay, very good. We have the head. Okay, head is spelled as H-E-A-N-D. Head. So these are now the different body parts that mentioned in that song. Okay, so our lesson today have to do with different body parts. Okay, okay. So let's start with our lesson. We have parts of the body and their functions. Okay, the first one is your head. Of course, your head itself, and of course, the second one is your trunk, from your shoulder until your, this one is your trunk. Next one is your limbs. We have the upper limbs and the lower limbs. Lower limbs composed of your, this one. Okay, that is now your lower limbs. Okay, let's start with the head. What do you think is the function of the head? Okay, so let's start. It is the very topmost of our body. It is found at the topmost of our body. And what do we call this, the front part? This one, the front part. Okay, we have the face. Can you kindly spell to me the spelling of face? We have F-A-C-N-E, face. Okay, so that is now the head. And of course, in our face or on our face, we can find different body parts. Like, what do we call this one? Okay, very good. The black one. Okay, we have the hair. Okay, so what does our hair do? Okay, first is it covers our head, and of course it protects us from sunlight. Okay, that is now the main function or the role of your hairs. Okay, and we have now your forehead. Can you pinpoint your forehead? This one is your forehead. Where is your eyebrows? This one. Okay, and of course the hair on this part is called your eyelashes. Okay, it captures now, eyelashes captures now or trap microorganisms like dust, so that the dust will not go directly to your eyes. Okay, that is now the function of your eyelashes. Next one is your, the one that we used in seeing is called your eyes. Okay, your eyes is used to see beautiful things around you. And of course, this one. Okay, very good. We have your nose. Your nose is used for smelling. This one. We have now the lower lip and the upper lip. The whole will make your lips and of course your mouth. Where do we use our mouth? Okay, it is used for talking and for eating. How about that? This one. Okay, your tongue. Your tongue now help you to taste foods. Okay, taste the foods that is being prepared by your parents. So, what will you do if there is food? Okay, first is you eat, and of course, do not forget to say thank you to your parents because they work for it, they work hard for it just to give you a food in front of the table. Okay, so we can use we can use our mouth to say good things to our classmates, to our parents, to our neighbors, and to our teachers. So that is now the use of our mouth. Okay, and of course, how about this one? This one. The line of your face is called your chin. And of course, your teeth. Okay, your teeth is used for grinding or in eating. Okay, so this one, what do we call this one? Okay, very good. That is called your neck. Well done. So our neck now supports our head and it connects also our head and our lower body parts. That is now the function of the of our neck. So that is now the first one. We have now your face. And can you do this one? Can you feel this one? It's hard, yeah, right? Yes, it's hard. How do you call that one? The one inside our head. Okay, it is called now your skull. So our skull supports the important or fragile. If you say fragile, it is easy to be damaged, just like our brain and our eyes. It supports now so that it will not, and of course, to give shape to our head. If there is no skull, of course, our head will be just like uh, a soft muscle or a soft organs. Okay, does not have any, or it don't have, or it does not have any shape at all. So our skull supports also the most important, or the central unit of our body, which is now called your brain. Okay, so our brain controls our body. It is the control unit of our body. So whatever, we have different body systems, organs in our body. So whatever we feel, we touch, we hear, we feel, it will, all these feelings, these taste, these objects that you see will be sent to your brain. And your brain will tell you that, oh, when you touch a fire, move away from the fire because it will damage your skin. It will burn your skin. Or if you saw something, the object that you saw will be uh, will be now transferred from your eyes, going to your optic nerve, going to your brain. And your brain will tell you what is that object. Okay? So that is now your brain. Okay. Next, it connects now your head and your trunk from this point until this point. Okay, and it also allows your head to be moved. Okay, either circular or by side or in both sides. Okay, next we have now the chest. Okay, your chest is from this area until this area. Which, can you feel this one? What can you feel? Okay, a group of bones. And what do we call those bones? Okay, it is called now your ribs. Okay, ribs is spelled as R-I-B-S, ribs. Okay, so our ribs is composed of different skeleton or bones that protects now your lungs and your heart. Okay, your ribs protects your lungs. Okay, lungs is very important organs, internal organs. If we say internal organs, it can be found inside our body. So lungs and heart are very important in breathing and in the circulation of blood. Our lungs helps us to breathe in and breathe out air, okay? So that we can live. And our heart, can you feel this one? Can you feel something is beating or pumping? That is your heart. And did you know that? Okay, did you know that? To know the size according to Nova Okay, this is a scientific journal or scientific organization. They said that if you want to know the size of your heart, you have your hand. If you are little, okay, if you are young, okay, just like you grade one, to know, you close your hand, you can see now your fist. From this point until this point is the size of your heart, according to nova.com. Okay, nova.com. Okay, so for an adult to know the size of their heart, it is composed of two. Fuse this for an adult or for the big one, you need to fuse these two fists together in order now to see the size of their heart. Okay? Then our heart pumps blood throughout our body. And did you know that if our heart stops, our brain will function, uh, will not stop. It will function. Okay? It will still function, but for a short term period of time. Okay, so it doesn't mean that when your heart stops working, your brain will be dead. No. According to a scientific organization, even if your heart will stop, your brain will continuously function for a short period of time. Okay, so that is now a short fact or a short fact about our heart. Okay, let's proceed to your abdomen. Okay, your abdomen is from this point until this point. Okay, so that is now your abdomen. And inside your abdomen, we have stomach. Okay, what will happen if you eat your favorite food? For example, you have your breakfast early in the morning. What will happen to the food after you uh, bite the or green them? Of course, you will swallow and it will go to your stomach. And did you know that inside our stomach, we can find this acid that helps now to um, to uh, to digest the foods we eat. Okay, it is called now your hydrochloric acid. Okay, hydrochloric acid is a very strong acid that will now digest and makes these foods that we eat into smaller pieces. And after that one, it will go now to your intestines. Okay, we have now the small intestines. This one, the short one or the inner part. Inside the small intestine is we have a finger-like thread organs. Okay, Okay, which is composed of microscopic cell. Okay, what this villi? If you say villi, VILLI. Okay, so villi will help now the digested food. It will now absorb the nutrients coming from the remaining food, and this villi will transport now through our bloodstream or through our blood the nutrients that he gets or it gets from the small intestine. Okay, from the small intestine, it's just like this one, a very small tube, and there is just like a finger-like thread. Okay, it is called your villi inside the small intestine. Once the remaining food will go and inside this small intestine, the villi will now absorb the nutrients, and it will now deliver the nutrients from all over our body or throughout our body. So that is now villi, VILLI, villi. Okay, and the remaining or the unnecessary things or unnecessary foods that is not that does not digested or the villi did not absorb the nutrients from it will go directly to your large intestine, through, going out from your anus. Anus is can be found at the very tip of your buttocks. Okay, so the unnecessary or unwanted or the remaining things or foods will turn now into feces or poop. Okay, that's now the small intestine and the large intestine. And of course, lastly, if we have the limbs. The limbs is composed of the upper limbs. Can you shake your hand? This is now your upper limbs, and of course your lower limbs. This one from this point until this point until downward. That is your lower limbs. Upper limbs, okay, upper limbs, and your lower limbs. Now let's discuss now your upper limbs, which is composed your shoulder. Your shoulder helps you to, okay, very good, move your arms. Okay, and we have now your upper arms, elbow. So what does your elbow do? It is help now to move your hand. Okay, and of course we have your forearm, your wrist. This one is your wrist. Okay, your wrist helps you to move your hand, and hand is composed of your fingers. Okay, your fingers is used to do good things. Okay, you help your mom, your dad. Okay, you help them wash your clothes or help your mom to wash your clothes, to clean the room. You use your hands in cleaning. Okay. Next is the lower limbs. The lower limbs is composed of the following. We have your thighs, this one, your knees. In order now for you to move so that you can bend. And your lower legs, this one, your ankles and your feet. So that is now the lower limbs. Okay, so that's the end of our first lesson for this first grading. And I hope that I will see you tomorrow for another adventurous lessons that we will learn. I am Teacher Conrad, your teacher for this day in science. And I hope to see you tomorrow for another adventure to know more about science, to know more about, um, to enhance more our mind. Okay, so as an activity for you for the remaining time, I would like you to answer the following pages. Pages 3, letter C, 4 and 5, on to explore, and page 8, do this activity. I will give you the remaining time for you to finish these said activities. Okay? And to my dearest parents, kindly, I am asking you to help your child, but do not write their answers for them. Do not do not answer the set activities for your child. Let them do it because I will use this as my basis whether I will proceed to the next lesson or I will reteach my lesson. Because I believe no one or no child should be left behind. And I hope to uh, I am looking forward for your greatest cooperation. And you can send as a proof. I'm asking you, my dear parents, to send a picture of your child doing the said activities. Okay? You can send that one through my Gmail account or through my messenger. Okay? So, this is Teacher Connect signing off. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.